Hey Humvee fanatics, welcome back to the channel. For today's video, what I'm going to be doing is the first step toward doing an audio build in the Humvee. I don't plan on going really crazy with this one. For you guys that actually know me, you know I've done some pretty wild builds over the years with the Camaro, the Lowrider, things like that. But I'm not really going to go that route. I'm just going to want to put something in the truck that I can actually enjoy with the doors off. So you know, no subs, nothing really nuts like that, but I am going to try to build something in here that's going to have a reasonable output that can actually be heard at a reasonable volume with the doors off going down the street. So obviously we'll be dealing with an amplifier and a head unit. But of course the big trick with these is with the truck being 24 volt, and as far as I know there's no audio equipment out there that's designed for a 24 volt system. We're going to be trying to utilize 12 volt. So the 12 volt charging side on these trucks isn't huge, but I think it's adequate enough to be able to do something with a minor amplifier, so long as we're not drawing a massive amount of current. So anyway, but really what I need to do first is I need to get everything prepped for on the 12 volt system for the hookups that I'm going to need for the head unit, the amplifier. Of course, I have an aftermarket trans controller in here that runs 12 volts. So there's a few connections in there that already exist that I want to clean up a little bit. But what I ended up doing is I bought two 6-post bus bars. One of them's red, one of them's black. I think what I'm going to do is, we're looking at the battery box. You've got the 24 volt bus on one side. What I'm going to do is kind of duplicate that on the left side with the 6-post red one for the 12 volt, and then I think with the black one, what I'm going to do is kind of use that to clean up the ground connections a little bit. You know, we've got the existing ground bus, but what I want to do is take some of the connections off that, re-ring them, and connect them up to the bus, and kind of loop the bus back to the existing bus that's in there, and kind of clean up some of the battery connections so that I don't have wires going to the batteries. I only have the leads from the batteries going to the posts. To the bus posts themselves to do what we need to do. So anyways, you guys hang out with me and we'll get that done, all right? Let's do it. All right, guys, so as you can see, I've already got the battery tie down out of the way. I'm getting ready to disconnect and remove the batteries, and that'll free up the space. What I'm looking at doing is the 12 volt bus. I think I'm going to run down there, vertical down in the corner, and then probably the ground bus expansion I'll run in here. So I already have an aftermarket trans controller. The original transmission controller was shot in this, so I've already got an aftermarket transmission controller that I'm using that runs 12 volts. So you're already seeing power wire from that, and it loops up. I have run into the battery, which, like I said before, isn't the cleanest thing in the world. So what this does is gives me an opportunity to kind of clean a lot of that up, run my 12 volt around from here, tying the 12 volt bus in, and then wire everything to that. Same thing with the ground. I want to clean some of this up and go to a singular ring for a couple of the wires that are kind of jumped together, and just tie them into the ground bus, and probably take this guy off and wire it straight to the ground bus as well. It'll just clean things up a little bit, and we'll do a loop from here to the ground bus itself. I just think it'll clean things up a lot. So anyways, let's get it done.